Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a real quick video. First of all, if you're ready for the truth, you came to the right channel. Because all I talk about here, and all I prove to you through my links, is reality. We don't beat around the bush. We don't go in the surface. We go deep. Okay? We come straight from the hip. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, as I have told you many a times in my past videos, through a human history, men have worshipped gods. Many gods and goddesses. All right? And one of the things that these demons, because that's what it is, fallen angels, ladies and gentlemen, which controls this system right now on a temporary basis. And his days are numbered, and he knows it. And the leaders know it. The ones that you call your leaders, they are your Satan's disciples, ladies and gentlemen, because believe it or not, in order for you to gain power, money, and fame, and have your number as a symbolic, as a demonic gesture, a symbolic gesture in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, you have the what is it? The parade of star, or the walk of stars. The people walk up on star with people's names, people's name on it, artists and stuff like that. But anyway, here we go. So that's a fact, right? So we know that we as a human creation have been played. So we can, now you understand why this channel has so few subscribers, because people are not ready for this truth. In fact, I'm going to give you two examples as to how asleep people are, and as to how easy the leaders can play with emotions. For instance, right now we have a movie called Sounds of Freedom, right? Sound of Freedom by Mel Gibson, which talks about human trafficking and prostituting kids, like Jesse Epstein. I mean, what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein. Lolita's Island, Lolita's Express, where your so-called leaders like Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and others visited. So, but that's besides the point. Because that's a given. I just told you, you are being controlled in this matrix system by these men of renown. These are the modern men of renown, just like the giants were in Noah's time before he was destroyed by water, by the flood. Okay, so through a human history, and there's no exception, ladies and gentlemen, all of humanity, can I say it again? All of humanity have worshipped false gods. In fact, they're doing that right now more than ever through religions, because religions have been the greatest trick that the devil have played on the human race. And one of the other tricks that he has played is by being so obvious, is to make people believe that he doesn't exist, because it's just too much for people to even begin to understand. Because by nature, ladies and gentlemen, we human beings are what? We have the tendencies to believe the lies. We have the tendencies to go with entertainment. We have tendencies of believing the mainstream media. Because we have been programmed, we have been conditioned to do that. So I take it with pride, the fact that even though God doesn't like pride, that I'm just saying I'm proud of the fact that I have so few subscribers, because this knowledge is not for everyone. In fact, it is too late for the human race. But I digress. Let me just keep telling you about going back to Sounds of Freedom movie. As you will see in the links that I show you, isn't that exactly what I told you even before this video came out by my friend, Russian video? Ladies and gentlemen, formerly known as Russian videos. So ladies and gentlemen, please, come out of this bewitchment that you're living under, because it is the only way that you will be saved, that you will make it out of here alive. Because if you think that oh well, let the chips fall where they may, Ruben, I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. If that's your attitude, then you're gonna be judged along with the world, and you're gonna be a sorry ass person. I'm telling you, you don't want to be on that place. But anyway, let's keep going. So the Sounds of Freedom, right? They're telling you something that's been happening for, like I said on my previous, by millenniums, by thousands of years, especially the Roman Catholic Church, since they were created back in the year 325 AD under the Emperor Constantine in the Council of Nicaea. Ladies and gentlemen, please know your history. Okay? So that's where Christendom was born. That's when the devil started his trick on humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, the devil and the people that rule this planet know the Bible back and forth. In fact, they even, like the Roman Catholic Church, which is part of this cabal of these demons, in fact, she's the first beast. So, ladies and gentlemen, she even took 16 books out of the original Bible. So let's get it straight. Okay. So this movie, ladies and gentlemen, this thing has been happening for many, many years. The reason they are showing you this, ladies and gentlemen, once again, is because, it's like, here, this is what has been happening. What can you do, and what are you doing about it? This movie was in the works for 5 years. And of course, the mainstream media and Hollywood, they're against this movie. Why? Because everybody's got to play their roles. Everybody got to play their side. That's why what is it? Control opposition to deceive the masses. And I mean, on many different levels. Psychologically. Okay? This is to deceive the masses exponentially. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Using what the devil used at first. Your emotions. So of course many people will flock to theaters, and they're gonna, and even some theaters have been playing games. They don't have AC. They try to make it hard for you to watch this movie because everybody gotta play their part, their role. Because ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is that this movie exposed what's been happening for many, many years. And that we, the ones that have been watching, that have been observing, that study history, who are God's soldiers, we've been knowing this. I've been telling you this. That's why I'm telling you, come out of this satanic matrix before it is too late, because it will be destroyed. It is self-destructing now. All right? So that's one thing. Sounds of Freedom. Then we have this song by Jason Aldean called "Come Do That in Do That in a Small Town." Again, what is Jason Aldean doing to country music? He's doing his part in galvanizing what? Patriotism. And you know what I say about anything that ends with ism. Because ladies and gentlemen, the way your emotions are played are very, very smart. Because ladies and gentlemen, who wouldn't agree with what Jason Aldean is singing on the song? It is natural. It is, you come and do that in my small town. So what is the mainstream media does? What does the country music, the country music industry do? They go against it, because again, they gotta play their part. To what? To play, everybody's gotta play their role in terms of what? In terms of working the masses and deceiving the masses in terms of control opposition. Okay? That's why you got so many religions and claiming that their God is the real God. See the game? All society has been played by the devil and served to the devil. Let me just tell you, the richest people in the Middle East, I forgot their name. I sent you 2 links. These people, because of the oil, and they own a lot of different things. They're 1.4 trillion rich. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that the Arabs came out of Abraham's first child that he had with a servant, with a maid, with Abraham's wife, Sarai? And the angels told Sarai, because she left. She didn't like the way she was being treated by Sarai, that she left, right? And the angel came upon her and said, and asked her, where are you going? No. Go back to her, and your descendants will be like the sands of the seas. I will multiply your descendants. And this child, it will be named Ishmael. That's why the Ishmaelites are Arabs. Okay? And they will promise, as it is written in the Bible, what is called the black gold, which is petroleum. Petroleum is like what? Petroleum is the natural necessity for economic stability in all the countries. Nothing moves without petroleum. So, these people, what? Were trapped by what? By the Islamic faith, which is a religion that was created by the Roman Catholic Church 1,500 years ago. All right? Okay. Now, then you have the second largest economic system in the world, which are the Chinese. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the descendants of Japhet. Again, they worship false gods. And in the evolution of these false gods, they didn't know which way to go. They came to believe that they were brought here by dragons. And you know what the Bible says about dragons. Who is the dragon, right? We know it's Satan, the devil. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the devil has played humanity like a fiddle. Any which way you look. And that's why I said in the beginning, all of humanity have worshipped gods. India, China, in Latin America, even the Mayans, the Aztec, the Incas in South America, the Greeks, the Greek Empire, the Middle Persian Empire, of course the Babylon Empire, the Egyptian dynasties, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? This is no laughing matter. So you got to understand your history to understand why we having the mess that we deal with, that we see on the news every day. And it's only going to get worse. Because these people are totally mad. They don't know what to do with themselves. That's why Biden is like, wait a minute. I'm coming people's stoves. I'm coming to people cars because of climate change. Which is a lie. Because, ladies and gentlemen, even he fell asleep in some climate change summit that happened somewhere in Europe. I forgot when it was, if it was in England, I forgot. The thing is, you understand, because he knows he's a lie. He knows he's just being used. He's just a puppet. You don't vote, your leaders don't count. So what Jason Aldean is doing, ladies and gentlemen, with this movie is galvanizing patriotism, which is like, I don't have anything against that, but it's up to you. But you know what? Since I don't play part of the system, since I don't vote, I just do what I got to do. I just have a positive impact on people's lives. I just love humanity, love your brethren as thyself. I love people, and I love helping them. And that's what I do as a government worker. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, just like Joseph did in Egypt. Okay? So, in fact, I'm going to read you a verse, Bible verse, which tells you, which describes, the Arabs and how they live, and you tell me. And then I read you some other time, if I remember, some other time where he says that they were going to be blessed, that they were going to be richly blessed with what? With oil. Okay? Just like the tribe of Asher, which is what? Venezuela. But then we have, again, a devil there. Okay? All of humanity have been compromised. You understand? And his name is, what is it, Maduro? So ladies and gentlemen, please. Here we go. Let me just read you, I believe it's only one verse. Hold on. Just bear with me. Because I wasn't gonna read any Bible verse today. So okay, let us go to Genesis chapter 16. Genesis chapter 16 says the following. Genesis chapter 16 says the following. Has to follow. Now, Sarai, Abram's wife, he was later known as Abraham. Abram's wife bare him no children, and she had a handmaid, an Egyptian whose name was Hagar. 2. And Sarai said unto Abram, Behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. 3. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave birth to her husband, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. 4. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said unto Abram, My wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid into thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between me and thee. 6. And Abram said unto Abram, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand. So do as it pleases thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. Number 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur. 8. And he said, Hagar, Sarai said, Sarai's maid, whence came thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. 9. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself unto her hands. 10. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, and it shall not be numbered for multitude. 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And then verse 12, and he will be a wild man, his hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all of his brethren. Now you tell me if that's not the case right now in the Middle East. You tell me if his name, if the Arab are not Ishmaelites. By the way, the Ishmaelites, Joseph's brothers saw Joseph's brothers saw Joseph to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. And the Lord and God exalted Joseph, even after going through hardships, even after being in jail, based upon a false accusation. So you understand? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get real here. You have to know human history in order to understand what is happening right here in front of you, and what to be expected next, and how you can escape all of this. Your emotions are being played with at every level, exponentially, at a religious levels, at a political level, you name it, at a spiritual level. Please do not forget to see the links, okay? And by the way, like it says in Isaiah chapter 14, the devil has deceived the whole world. Oh, how thou fallen, son of the morning, whom weakens the nations. The nations are weak, they're stupid, they're ridiculous, just like his. Because he was the first ridiculous, he was the first politician, he was the first abominable thing. He was the first rebel. He wanted to dethrone God, being the first angel and having all this power in front of him, because he was the boss of all the angels. He was the archangel. He was the angel of angels. He was the first angel God created, and his heavenly name was Lucifer. And his earthly name, God called him Satan, that old serpent called the devil. A bastard child. So ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm just doing this quick video, ladies and gentlemen, so that you do not stay asleep. You got to unplug from this system. Because as long as you believe and follow the lies of this satanic matrix system, then you are not just part of it, but you are a victim of it. Now, what are we called? We are called conspiracy theorists. Why? Because again, even on that level, people were conditioned years ago, because they knew we were coming. Because this gospel of the kingdom of God shall be preached unto all the world, and then shall the end come. The end as the world, the end of the world as we know it. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you, and there's more. Y'all take care.